You are on the threshold, Aquarius. You got this card as I was just juggling about with a few cards before we start. Passage, yucca plant. It's about transmutation. It's about thresholds. It's about... Actually, I don't think you have a choice whether you step over it or not. I was going to say, do you go forward? Do you go back? I don't think you have a choice. Just saying, you know, it's maybe not what you want to hear, but actually, and I'm just looking for the cards I want for you because I'm very specific for those. Aquarius are good at thresholds, so I don't worry about you in that respect. Let's take a couple of these to go with it. What are we talking about here? How is this looking? Ooh. Oof. You're never simple, are you, Aquarius? Never simple. Aquarius AF. You get this gorgeous card, the Two of Swords. And look, this is like a threshold, literally. Wouldn't you just love to have, I mean, I know this, you know, the danger it would get swept away and all that stuff. But look, imagine if like your biggest job was to sweep the sand out from your gorgeous flagstones in the morning. I'd be like, I'm here for this. Feed some seabirds. But you have these two swords over the way of the threshold. Okay, so it's a, I guess what's holding you back, but I don't think it's as simple as that. Two of Swords, very often for me, especially with you being an air sign, it comes out when you shouldn't move just yet. And you're like, why isn't this happening? Why isn't this working? Well, there is a reason, okay? I'm not saying you're going to like the reason. We don't have to like the reason. I'm going to take two. I like that. Okay, whew, what a combo. Right, Queen of Wands energy, big stick energy, okay? This is diva energy. This is fake it till you make it, because I said so. Get me over the line, okay? So there's an aspect of that. It's almost a bit like being born or even dying. Both of those things often take a big amount of energy. Rites of passage as a human take a lot of energy. They do. Things like caterpillars turning into butterflies. Beautiful transformation. I'm making this while Mercury's retrograde, by the way. Beautiful transformation, ugly fight to get out of that weird slimy sack thing. I know. Just talking about me getting out of bed in the morning. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Boundaries. Something Aquarius is quite good at, actually. So, big stick energy, boundaries, delays, thresholds. Okay? That's a lot already, isn't it? Of course, we're kind of in eclipse season, so that does or doesn't help. Oh, yes. Six of Swords, moving away. Moving away from something choppy, difficult, misty, weird, dangerous, just feels bad, whatever. This Six of Swords is interesting. I mean, any Six of Swords is interesting because it's, again, it's a passage. You know, the rite of passage, passage out of somewhere, getting in the boat. Again, it's not necessarily, I've got to open the door for my cat because I can hear muted muley squeaks. Come on. One of my cats is an Aquarius, by the way. Yeah, it's not like, let's get the F out of Dodge, you know, fire up the Quattro, I'm off. Well, it better not be. It's more of a sort of peaceful, and it's usually, I mean, this one's a raft. You've kind of downgraded from a boat. A raft smacks of a bit more desperation than a boat. It's like, well, there's no boat, I'll get on the raft. There's no raft, I'll cling to the plank. You know, it's just whatever I do, I know I need to be out. Like my cat. There's a boy cat out there who's upsetting the apple cart. He's ever so cute. He's a bit of a wow merchant, you know. Okay, nice. 10 of Pentacles, the long game. So this could be to do with work. It could be to do with, and we'll do your love life in the second half of this reading. It could be to do with work. It could be to do with family. It could be to do with where you're at. But you've got half an eye on right now, which is the threshold, and all kinds of signs and signals. And that's like in the 3D as well. Like people saying, are you ready yet? Are you ready for this yet? Do you want to do that yet? Are you ready for the other yet? You know, those sorts of things. And it's a question of timing. It's a question of patience, which Aquarius is not always good at. And it's a question of letting certain things happen without your input. This is not all running according to your ideal timeline, which I probably don't have to tell you. You probably already know that. But I like that we have the 10 of Pentacles because it shows us that we are at least heading in the right direction if we're patient, if we're calm. What's standing in our way here, please? Let's have a little shadow card, I think. No, let's have those bad boys. No, these ones. No, those. Oh my God. Yeah. What's standing in our way, please? What is standing in our way? Just managed to blow something into my own eye. Dangerous sport doing tarot, you know. Right. Oh, sugar lumps. Right, okay. Righty ho. Put you on there. Itchy, itchy third eye. Well, standing in your way is success, which is really weird, but also not weird. 6 of Wands, winner, winner, chicken dinner, or vegan alternative is the card that says you did it. You arrived. Here's your encore. You know, she's gathered up all these flowers that are on the stage. It was a good performance, blah, de, blah, de, blah. There's something here about sometimes we fear success more than we fear failure. And I get it, I understand, but at the same time, you need some awareness about that, lovely Aquarius. Also, what stands in your way is the 8 of Cups. Now, this is a whole kind of, and I think, who did I do this with? Aries. And it is, first I was afraid, I was petrified, you know, it's that, etc. Walking out the door, even tipping out the wine. I mean, that's like, girl, come on. Wasting some good Merlot, though. I say swig it and then leave. Swig it, toss the empty cup behind you, win-win. Just saying. But anyway, itchy nose. 8 of Cups is Saturn in Pisces, moving away from something, distancing yourself from something or someone. This has come up a little bit for a few signs. Itchy ear now. For those of you that are new, hello, and I scratch things when I'm really hitting the spot. I know it's pretty gross, but it's just facial. Well, you can't see below the camera, so we're all good. Yes, 10 of Swords. It's like stick a fork in me, I'm done. Too painful to stay the same. Yeah. And Temperance. Temperance is keeping the peace. You've been keeping the peace with something here, and the lid really has to blow on it. And I normally you're not kind of that bothered about that. I'm just going to write this down. Yeah, you can't keep this down any longer, really. much as you might want to. Okay, seems an appropriate time to look at love and relationships. You read my mind. Okay. Yes. Scarlet Rose Tarot. Oh, no. I do want that one though. Okay. Let's have a look at love and relationships. Ooh, okay. This one just fell out, as the actress said to the bishop. Knight of Cups shadow card. Go on, Leia. Knight of Cups, of course, is an offer. Someone coming forward. So you may be waiting on an offer. You may be delaying an offer yourself. If we get it as a shadow card, for me, it usually means someone's offered, but it's not up to snuff. It's not enough. Or they haven't offered at all. Let's have a looky-see. Let's have a looky-see. Yes! That's good. That's really good, actually. Oh, God, those are great cards. I was expecting more trouble than this, honestly. Six of Wands. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You do get to work this out. Now, whether that means work it out with them, whether that means you work this out in your own head, whether that means that finally timing dies down and you kind of hit the spot and you think, thank God that happened. I've been waiting for that for so bloody long. I don't know, but you do get there. So for some of you, if you've been stuck in love and relationships, if you've been blocked in love and relationships, if you've been confused, if you've had to put some distance, because when you have the Eight of Cups here, because it's Saturn in Pisces, it can mean that you've put distance between you and someone else because you had to, because you felt emotionally driven to do that. Oh God, sometimes I just hate cats. There you go, I've said it. Go on. One moment. Go on. I'm just a full-time concierge, that's all it is. And then you also get with it the Nine of Cups. This is, what is your heart's desire? What do you actually want? It feels like there is some kind of disconnect between your heart and your head, what you think you want and what you actually do want. You know, what your heart actually wants. What your heart wants might not make sense on paper, might not make sense in your head, might not make sense to your friends. We've got the Three of Cups here, which is connection. You want these things. What do I want here? Yes. And there's a way to get them, but something's missing and I can't. I'm going to take one of these. Threads of the Soul. Threads of the Soul. Oh, that. That came up for Taurus. Oh Christ. Okay. Get 4 of these bad boys. Not everyone does, you know. Ooh. Right. The labyrinth. When you are through a labyrinth, I feel like you reach the threshold. But also there are many thresholds within the labyrinth. I know. This is like a threshold within a threshold, within a labyrinth, within a threshold. What on earth is going on? Your love life is nearly always complicated, but this is complicated, okay? But it can be good fun. Labyrinths can be, people do that, you know, think of escape rooms. People do it for fun, apparently. Would not be fun for me. I would never find my way out of here. There was I think it was a footballer who had to like get someone virtually to airlift him out. That would be me. And I would not be ashamed of it. But we also have the Trickster. Who is this? It talks about self-sabotage. But it may be self-sabotage, it may be someone else sabotaging. We also have the stormy sea. There's always someone using a power tool near my house. At any time. 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon. Stormy seas. And that's a bit like, you know, when you had the 6 of Swords and I was thinking, you know, we're going to get out of here in a boat. No, we're going to get out of here in a raft. No, we're going to get out of here on a plank. Maybe even like, I'll swim. You know, there's something trapping, stifling, trickstering, I don't know what it is. And then it says, what part of your life remains unseen or unexplored? How might you discover this hidden piece of your identity? Tell us more, please. Love and relationships. What about connection? Where does that lie? Okay. Okay. Oops. You get the World. So you're coming to the end of a cycle, you're beginning a new cycle. Okay. But we also get 2 cards that they don't go together well. We get the 7 of Cups with the 8 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups is like almost longing, daydreaming, fantasizing sometimes. And the 8 of Pentacles is the opposite. It's like, it's now time to get real. It's now time to get your hands dirty, shoulder to the wheel. Let's work this. Tell me a bit more, please. Oh, okay. You've got an offer coming in. Ooh, now we're talking. Page of Cups. Something is being offered. Okay, it's not the Knight, because that's what we had for the shadow card. It's the Page, which is the beginning of something being offered. He hasn't got his horse yet. He hasn't got his armour yet. He hasn't sorted himself out yet. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't got, do you call it a 401k, a knob, a bob and a job, or whatever it is that the Page needs. It can also be someone coming forward to you with a bit of a slip-slidey DM, a text, something that you know isn't quite enough. 4 of Cups. Whatever this offer is, it doesn't feel enough. Doesn't feel satisfying. You kind of have an inkling it isn't right, but you also know that you're on the threshold of something. That's a bit annoying and a bit confusing. And then the 7 of Swords makes an appearance. 7 of Swords, when we've already had Trickster energy, means that you are really sorting what's true from what is not true. In the current state of play, and this will happen across all relationships, in the current state of play of stasis, you're not going to know for a while. That's the truth of it. Oh, I love that you get that. You're not going to know for a while. Shadow card is Justice. I'm glad Justice is here, but it's in shadow, okay? You're in the shadow of Justice. You're not supposed to know yet, which is frustrating. I get that. It's frustrating. But at the same time, it's right. There needs to be a slow kind of dawning revolution. Reveal. My words are so swallowed up by Mercury retrograde. I'm just taking some of these through the veil jobbos. Oof, yes. You get the eye, which is about looking deeper. It's like, right, you need the lid to blow, you need this to go pow, but you need it to happen as like a slow release, okay? The sunflower, I love this. Turn towards what nurtures you and you will grow. You'll get that 6 of Wands. And about breaking chains. Break the chains. Freedom is achieved by breaking unnecessary bonds. I'll write that down as well. Okay. And one shadow card for that, please. Right, I think we had enough of a shadow with the chains. Oh, I like that one. You get the pavilion, which is like finding a safe spot. It can even just be your front room, your sofa. That's very much mine. Meditation, self-discovery, spiritual awakening. Okay. In your connections, love, relationships, there is this labyrinth thing going on. There is something complicated which needs to be complicated and will stay complicated in the short term. You are on the threshold, but you are held back. And you're held back for a reason. And I think there are missing pieces. And I think that the universe wants you to see them, but it's a process of discovery. We do have trickster energy. We do have the 7 of Swords energy. So it's about what's genuine, what's authentic and what is not. But I think it's also about what's genuine and authentic in you as well as in someone else. And I don't think you quite know yet, which is okay. But there's something that keeps you chained, and an Aquarius cannot be this way. You'll do this for a while, but you're going to get on that boat. And if there's no boat, you're going to get on the raft. And if there's no raft, you're going to get on the plank. And if there's no plank, you're going to do a bit of doggy paddle, okay? You maybe don't even know where you're going, but you don't need to yet. God, that's a lot. I'm going to do the extended love reading. Then I'm going to lie down for 3 years. I'm going to do you and them side by side. A deck for you, a deck for them, and then I do a bridge deck in the middle, what brings you together, and also look at shadow cards, what takes you apart. Best course of action, anything hidden beneath the surface, we're definitely going to do that one. The link is below in the description box, about halfway down. I will see you on the other side. Namaste.